Hello, it is day 3 of the Durin quest. Welcome to the second part of the whole video. And I almost accidentally started it before doing my daily quests because I logged off right next to there. And apparently that's where the quest starts. So let's get started. I assume most of the juicy stuff is going to be in the last day. So let's just get through it. I forgot to enable the sound. Sorry, Kaya. Wait, why can I not? Why can't I enable that? Be right back.
Some say the god of fate calls the outcome of every dice roll before it's even made.
Also, why can we not? What's the point of the button being here if we can't immediately use it? Makes no sense to me.
And that's why the secret to winning a lot of games is having that god on your side.
Okay, Kaya.
Your luck is amazing, Kaya.
I bet he cheated. Did they increase the resolution or the quality of the dice? I swear they looked worse.
Your turn. Give it another shot.
Fear not, O Crimson Dragonborn, for I, the Princess of Ertelung, have bestowed upon you the benediction of the midnight hour, and with it you shall surely smite this usurper.
I see Durin made friends.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's rooting for you in secret. Oh, and that you must, at all cost, defeat the one who snatched her limited edition card back.
Okay.
I'm not too sure if that counts as good luck or bad.
Tis not but the perfidious machinations of fate. Hey, everyone!
I guess he lost.
Miss Honorary Knight and Paimon, you're back!
It's good to see you, Honorary Knight. Mein Fräulein is quite invested in the outcome of this match, so please, allow me to extend greetings on her behalf.
Of course. But if you're all playing cards, how come you're not over at the Cat's Tail?
They are traitors. Oh no. Are the cats scared of him?
There's something about our horned friend over there that seems to frighten off little animals. Could be because he used to be a dragon.
Yeah.
Normally, the animals just steer clear of him, but in the close confines of the Cat's Tail. Let's just say, the feline residents probably consider it their turf. And we all know how dangerous a cornered cat can be.
I just wanted to borrow one of their nests for a nap.
I think I remember that in his character trailer.
What are their nests? Wait, you mean a cat sofa?
Yeah, it's more comfortable for me. I can stretch out just the way I like. But it turns out the Black Cat and his minions are quite territorial.
Yep, that's exactly what happened in the trailer.
Luckily, Miss Diona helped smooth things over, and they finally agreed to let me use one. But, I only get to use it after dark.
Oh, Diona stepped in! You know, underneath it all, she really does like helping people.
I still have a cough.
The more likely reason is because Durin won't touch a drop of alcohol. As far as Diona's concerned, that pretty much makes them two peas in a pod. It's a shame, really, considering everything Mondstadt has to offer in that regard.
Mondstadt's alcoholic drinks are a bit too much for me to handle right now. But maybe someday.
Bro was literally just born. Would you give a drink, an alcoholic drink, to a baby?
There's no need to force it. Who says you have to drink just 'cause you're in Mondstadt?
Yeah, it's just. I'd really like to make some more friends. So I need to learn how humans socialize. I guess alcohol is usually involved, though.
Don't listen to them. I don't drink.
But that's why I started learning how to play Genius Invocation TCG.
I also don't have many
It's also a
friends.
kind of social activity, but it doesn't involve drinking.
Um,
And I've been lucky enough to receive the guidance of the Prinzessin de Verurteilung herself.
Exactly. Who needs alcohol when you can make friends playing card games?
Exactly.
Speaking of which, need any tips from the master over here? You'll wipe the floor with that opponent of yours. Paimon guarantees it.
Don't make me play it. I haven't played TCG in a while.
Unfortunately, with the luck he's having, not even that legendary card master from Sumeru could turn things around at this point.
Yeah, that last roll wasn't
Oh,
great.
no.
But who knows? Maybe you'll have better luck next time?
They're thinking about Sino. He just crack a bunch of jokes. Maybe it will work if he distracts Kaya.
He keeps getting the exact same roll over and over. This is the third time already.
Okay, that's weird. That's sus.
If there really is a god of fate, they could have cut this kid a bit of slack. Like, I don't know, make it possible for him to roll at least one other side of the dice?
I think I've lost.
Must even a dragonborn, sanctified by the power of benediction,
Dovahkiin.
succumb to
Sorry.
fate's insidious snares?
They didn't even use a dash this time.
Don't be sad, Durin. You'll definitely win the next round. You can even borrow Dodoko if you want. Mom says she brings good luck.
Thanks, Klee, but there's something more important I need to take care of now.
Oh, okay. So, the book's given us another hint, right?
Yep, and I think I've guessed where we're headed this time. Come on, follow me.
Miss Honorary Knight and Durin, are you heading off on a big adventure? But Master Jean said I can't leave the city today. Promise me you'll tell me all about it when you get back, okay?
Sure. Just don't blow up the city in the meantime.
So be it. Such are fate's accursed wiles.
Not every day you're back in Mondstadt, huh? Care to grab a drink if you're free?
Nah, I'm good.
Ugh, where's that stench of booze coming from? Ugh, it's gotta be him! Ugh!
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet also cast a solemn shadow. Enveloped by their shade, the story's boughs were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
So that's the clue. I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time, in the real world.
I mean, the Valen's
I
like
asked
at the
around,
top of that
and
thing.
It just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Yep, that checks out.
I've heard that the dragon here is called Dvalin, and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
We can go into the boss fight,
Wait a second.
though I don't know if it would end well, considering you're Durin.
Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past?
Yeah. I mean,
How would
I'll
we
go with
even
that.
explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin, it should turn out okay with us there at least.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go.
Nah, don't worry about it.
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
Yeah, we had a bit of a
Yeah.
battle.
Right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang onto my sleeve.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo. Come on, let's get going.
This is usually where I complete my weekly quest. I just go into the lowest level, the Valin, and just spam him. Poor guy. Oh, wait, okay.
The little dragon grew with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars. All of a sudden, the little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends. But already he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little dragon hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
So, this is already after M died.
Huh. Looks like we're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that
Wait.
cat lady who turns into a box.
Does that mean the Simulanka assets are in the game? Actually, that makes sense because you can use some of the Simulanka assets in the UGC stuff.
Yep.
Does that mean they should just bring back the damn event so other people can play it? Yes.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
Roy is hunting the doctor.
What kind of feeling?
It's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is, but I can sense it all the same.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Would this have been before the Archon quest then? Because he did ask Scaramouche or Wanderer in the Archon quest about his past.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band of adventurers suddenly arrived beneath the castle walls. They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
Hey, instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to reach him must traverse the barriers that wall off his heart. for there is no other way.
This is like the walls around the Valen's home.
Looks like we're in for another long one.
Let me try something.
Oh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone.
Yes.
Come on, follow me.
Oh god, do I have to do all the puzzles again?
That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before.
Oops. Oh god. Okay.
Come in handy.
What is this? Oh god.
Whoa!
Okay.
That block just got bigger.
We can get
Was
past the obstacles
easy.
ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards.
Oh. Oh god. Hold on. Oh, I can't customize him? Is this trial? Oh, it is. It is not mine. Okay.
Get back!
Ha! Yeah! 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 Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Stay away from me!
This place is like a maze. How are we supposed to get through?
We'll just have to check each spot.
Yeah! Yeah!
We should be able to use this block somewhere.
Oh god.
Looks like this telescope is missing some blocks.
Oh. Let's try the one we just picked up.
Which one? This one?
Still not enough. Guess we'll have to keep searching.
Can I take this one? Yeah.
Look! Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A difficult dilemma indeed.
Mate.
The path to the tower is up ahead. It's so dark here.
Hey,
I'm the traveler. I'm jumping in.
Is that?
little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle? Come, join the ranks of your liege's guard.
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
And I'm a giraffe king. Not this Navia you speak of.
Okay. Definitely have the voices.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Yes.
Are you friend or foe?
Friend! Definitely friend, Miss, Catbox Lady? Yeah, Simulonka is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess it's no surprise the people we were with there would make an appearance.
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King, Catbox Lady, please follow me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way, the group was trapped, waiting on a miracle.
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Because I carry more than enough firelight for all of us. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, who says it can't look a little different this time? Before I met you all, I was so sure I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone who tried to get close, until some kind of miracle brought you to me. This time, allow me to return the favor.
I'm not sure I followed all that, but you want to help the little dragon break his curse too, right?
Yes, so please, come with me.
This is not my traveler either. Don't think I have glad on her. I definitely don't have that. Oh my god. You idiot. Oh, I'm consuming.
Come on, Durin, or, little story dragon, just calm down.
Stay back! I don't want to hurt you.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him. And thus, all the adventurers could see was his shadow.
Or it's just in front of a freaking small lamp or something.
Don't worry, we can help you.
Don't come any closer!
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
If you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked. But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say?
Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
And I'm the Giraffe King. Don't be afraid, little one. We're not afraid of you.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you've been trying to avoid. I can promise you that. They're reaching out, so you just have to ask yourself one question. Do you accept?
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower's shadows. But still, the one who made them refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish? To the goddess of fate?
At that moment, the merry witch made her entrance.
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings of your friends, your wish shall be granted.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Correct. It is I, the Merry Witch, creator goddess of this realm. And it just so happens the goddess of fate is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm here to make good on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell. With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings. But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes, I would love to have your blessings.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
What? You didn't say a word when we actually needed a clue, but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
Another trial. Huh, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world, if you think about it, that's what they've been all along. But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's help you make your wish come true again!
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
Fortunately, a brave band of adventurers heard tell of the little dragon's story. Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate. At last, their wish was granted. Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
What? Why did it? It just cut out while blinding me at the same time.
Came true, just like it did before.
If this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it. Looks like that's a wrap on Alice's task, and there's there's even some ink to spare. Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left. Every day I spent immersed in that world. It felt like she was right there by my side, still reading me bedtime stories. But now...
Durin. That's right. And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt.
yeah.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang. Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order, right?
There's still 2 days left.
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
You were really looking forward to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
Alright, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me fulfilling my mother's final wish, I guess it should be my little treat. Pretty sure that's how humans do it.
Nuh-uh. This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
Honestly, when it comes to who treats who, human rules are so complicated.
Yep.
See? He wants to be friends with you too.
I was not expecting that. Just, oh my god, you can tell. The Valen is an older model.
But the moment hasn't come. At least not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time.
How
Don't you
did they
think?
not see them there? Bray's huge and bright. They were literally just up here. What?
Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Want to grab a drink to celebrate?
Absolutely not. No booze allowed. Miss Honorary Knight, Durin, I want to hear all about your big adventure.
She just said
We're gonna order a
Durin.
big meal for everybody first. We'll talk while we eat. Yippee!
Excuse me. Did I hear you call him Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
Come on, miss. This Durin isn't that evil dragon from Dragonspine. Albedo said... well, it was kind of confusing. But anyway, it's super cool.
Might be a bit too much for... I mean... I don't even know.
Is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least? At this point, pretty much the whole city has.
Why is everyone...
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
Wait, but those horns on his head. Surely he's not a...
Oh, God.
Did everyone just forget about Durin?
No, that can't be.
Uh-oh.
The tricks of fate had just begun.
Oh dear.
Watch out!
Ooh, okay. We're just absorbing the excess energy, I guess.
No one got hurt. Did they?
I just had Barbara check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power. He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
How could that even happen?
Worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
I completely agree.
All right then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, the Knights will watch over Durin.
Wait, return? You mean from not cry?
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening?
Yeah.
It's just weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside the book and take another look.
No.
No need to worry. He's stable for now.
Klee was really looking forward to hanging out with Durin. We'd better not tell her what's happened to him just yet.
I'll have the Knights notify you as soon as he wakes up.
I mean, Klee was right there, but okay. Anyways, see you in the next part tomorrow. Day 4 of the Durin quest. This is the third attempt at trying this because I kept forgetting to turn the audio on. And it put me in a loop starting this scene. So anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these, but let's continue with Day 4.
Hello, you two. I'm glad you got my letter. Durin's awake and waiting on the bench over there. I'm here if you need help. Just give me a shout.
Right.
Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
Oh, hey, you two. I just remembered what happened right before I passed out. Thanks for holding me back. I shudder to think what might have happened if you hadn't. I'm fine now. It's just... a lot of people seem to have forgotten me.
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to fix this. Why don't you start by telling us what happened?
It felt so strange. After I realized no one recognized me anymore, I suddenly felt like I'd completely lost contact with my body. Abyssal power lies sealed within this body I inhabit. So when I lost my connection to it, I lost control of that power too. It wasn't until I heard everyone calling my name that I was able to reconnect with my body.
You lost contact with your body? Does that mean there's something wrong with it? Sounds like we need Albedo more than ever.
I don't think the problem lies in Albedo's alchemy.
Huh. But then, why are people forgetting you? Guess that's what we need to figure out. That means we need Alice for sure. But it's been ages and she still hasn't been in contact. Now would be a really good time for a hint.
How could the story's budding branches even hope to reach beyond the towering walls? Leaving the castle, the witch went off in search of the tallest, grandest tree in the whole world.
Erminsul?
High up in the canopy of that tree, she sought a resting place, a refuge where the little sapling might take root. Go to that place, for it was there that the sapling felt its first breath of wind.
I mean, there's the tree in Mondstadt.
Huh? Was that another clue? Does that mean the story isn't over yet?
Also, Jean just hanging in there.
Leaving the castle. It just occurred to me. If this story is all about my own experiences, then wouldn't what happened after I left Simulanka be part of it too?
Yes.
But how could she possibly know exactly what would happen? And even if she did, how could we know when the story was complete? Yeah. Since we can't reach Alice right now, we'll just have to get to the bottom of this ourselves. But first, we gotta figure out where this riddle wants us to go.
The tallest, grandest tree in the whole wide world. Huh. The only place that ever gave me that feeling was the one I ended up in right after leaving Simulanka.
Was that the Sumeru tree?
They had great coffee there, too. And so many books you'd never run out of things to read.
Yeah.
Think about it. Our search in Mondstadt began in a library, right? Well, Sumeru City's got one of those, too. And it's absolutely huge. What do you say? Should we try looking there?
Huh. That does kind of make sense. And it's not like Paimon's got a better idea. All right. Let's just give Jean and the others a heads up first.
Well, it sounds like you've got a plan, so I won't interfere. All I ask is that you stay safe. Albedo won't be back for some time, and until he is, we can't know for sure how dangerous Durin might be in his current state.
I'm so sorry about what happened before.
Believe me, I'm not blaming you, and neither is anyone else here. If anything, it's the opposite. We're all just worried about you.
Worried? About me?
Come with me. I want to show you something. As soon as they heard you were awake, they all hurried over to see how you were doing.
You all came to see me?
I mean, when they say all, I mean, it's just... There's just 3.
A little birdie told me you're working on finishing a storybook. So maybe all those people losing their memories is just a plot twist waiting to be resolved.
Miss Lisa, you always seem to know how to put my mind at ease. Please, everyone, don't worry about me. When I get back, I'll find a way to complete my mother's story, and the one we started, too.
Whew. After the library hunt in Mondstadt, it's not as if Paimon was expecting this to be easy. But this... Yeah... This is something else.
Where do we even begin?
Alright, boy, start reading.
Even the clue this time seemed kind of cryptic. Yeah. Guess the best we can do is stay on the lookout for more weird things going on.
Ooh. Wonder.
Huh?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm here to return Volume 5.
According to the catalog, Volume 5 of this series is not available for loan. I can't accept the return of a book that was never checked out in the first place.
Let me put it this way. My copy is complete. Yours, on the other hand, is missing large amounts of content. So you should swap it for mine instead.
Sir, you have to understand. Managing a library is a serious business, and we have protocols in place for this kind of thing. I can't just replace an important volume in our collection based on nothing more than your word.
Hey, look what the Wandering Tom Dragon.
Oh, it's you.
And, what is it you're doing here?
I'm a traveling scholar, as you know. Isn't a library the most natural place for me to be?
I mean, and you're in Sumeru, so the traveling is not even needed.
Well, the last time we saw you was all the way in Notcry. Paimon just didn't expect to suddenly see you in Sumeru, that's all.
There were some things I needed to come back and take care of. Some documents had gone missing, so I tracked them down, restored them to their original condition. And now, I'm here to return them. And considering what I'm planning to do next, it feels like a weight off my shoulders. What's going on with you, huh? You look like a kicked puppy.
I mean, the cats probably didn't do him good.
Hat guy. Ah, at least you haven't forgotten about me.
What's that supposed to mean? So it's been getting worse.
Sounds like you know something we don't.
After he left Simulanka, he spent some time traveling Sumeru with me. I was working on several texts at the time, and I stumbled upon something strange. Anytime Durin of Simulanka was mentioned, before long, the record would disappear.
Ooh.
Which means all the remaining records on Durin are about the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine.
How did you even discover that?
If I remember correctly, Hat Guy loved the time he spent in Simulanka so much that he started writing a travel log.
That's besides the point. The fact is, you're not affected by the ley lines of this world. I'm sure you can grasp the implications of what that means. His case is different from mine. It's more like the world itself refuses to accept his existence. It started with a few written records, but now, it sounds like it's spread to people who never met him or didn't know him well. At this rate, the whole world might forget him altogether.
The whole world? But that includes all my friends in Mondstadt, and even Hat Guy, too. So that's what you've been worried about all this time? Why didn't you just tell me?
There are more important questions right now, like figuring out how to fix this. That mage clearly cared a lot about her child. She left that book behind for a reason. If you want answers, isn't that the place to find them?
You think that didn't occur to us already? Problem is, we need to find the memory that unlocks the next chapter first.
Mind if I take a look? I just want to know what secrets this book is hiding. Besides, I've run into a bit of red tape, so I've got time.
Red tape?
Of course. Be my guest.
So, the memory we've been looking for was about you? All along?
Makes sense. That would have been the next part of the story.
The little dragon became companions with a stray cat with dark blue fur. It was a friendship born of all they had in common. He left his castle at the stray's invitation, setting out to explore the world beyond its walls. There, he grew fond of the outside world, eager to make friends and share the story of his life. Taken by the dragon's story, the stray tried to write it down. But he soon realized that no matter how he tried, it would always warp into the evil dragon's tale.
So, this is the world where this chapter takes place? Looks like we're at the top of some kind of gigantic tree.
This one must be about what happened to me when I first arrived in Tevat. No wonder the memory that unlocked it was about Hat Guy. Most of my memories from that period were.
Hold on. Anyone want to explain how I ended up looking like this?
I was not expecting them to give him a 3D model.
Maybe you've become a character in the story too.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You see me as a stray cat?
I'm taking a screenshot. I have to save that.
A wandering Tom, to be exact. You should count yourself lucky. Of all Durin's friends, your character is by far the most memorable.
Maybe it's because I've known Hat Guy for longer, so my impression of him is more vivid than the others.
Vivid? Then how come you haven't changed one bit?
Guess that means the impression the Traveler left was so vivid, it didn't need changing.
Hello, everyone! Ready for today's adventure?
Oh.
It's the storybook, Durin!
Oh. So you're not playing yourself in this one? Does that mean the two of you have even more memorable roles to play?
Where are we going today, kitty cat?
Kitty cat.
Whatever. Just follow me. Same as always.
Okie dokie! Can we chat along the way?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Was that seriously how the two of you communicated when you first got here?
Yep.
Anyway, how do we get ourselves out of here?
Usually, the narrator gives hints to help us figure out what to do. Speaking of which, about time we got some of those, don't you think?
The story's vines had woven themselves together into a giant tree, the boughs of which a little storyless dragon now paced, homeless among its leaves. He had to find a way to leave this place and set off in search of a home of his own. If he stayed, the world would erase him from its memory altogether.
To leave this place? But where am I supposed to go?
The little dragon felt completely lost. Just like the vines, the road ahead branched off into different directions, twisting and turning before disappearing into the mist.
Just pull a doctor and burn the tree.
But as luck would have it, a prophetess waited up ahead.
Is that Barbeloth?
Perhaps she might know where each path might take him.
Oh, you must be the little lost dragon.
The old hag.
It's true. My friends and I are lost.
This meeting was no accident. The prophetess was in fact the seer witch, here to present her promised gift.
seer witch. Oh yeah, that's Mona's teacher, right? The old hag?
Insolent child. I am the seer witch, your prophetess, not some old hag.
Sorry.
She's not sorry.
Now, little lost dragon, I have come to bestow the gift I once promised. A prophecy.
A prophecy?
Hear me now, for my prophecy is this. One day, the dragon from beyond the castle shall be reborn, and none may avert its coming.
The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance. And so, the little dragon was shown a path to wander.
As far as I remember, once that alchemist from Mondstadt learned about the prophecy, he chose to stand with you against the evil dragon. So, what does any of this have to do with you being forgotten?
Oh, wise witch of prophecy. Could we trouble you with another question?
As enigmatic as she was elegant, the seer witch spoke no more, for her thoughts had long since returned to the starry firmament above.
Oh, Chisumi actually needed her.
The seer witch was my mother's friend, so the prophecy she just gave should turn out to be helpful.
Well, it's not like we've got better options. But, if all we need to do is leave this place, which path should we take?
Why don't we take a look around?
I swear my cough is getting worse. Ooh, the paint, or the ink, is back. Ooh. Oh God. Going here.
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved.
Whoops.
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt just like we planned. Out of all the options so far, this seems like the safest, right? At least we know what happens next.
He helps stop the evil dragon from returning, gets a new body, makes a whole bunch of friends, who all just forget about him.
But you didn't forget, Hat Guy.
I'm just saying, choosing this path wouldn't solve the main problem. You'd still end up being forgotten.
Huh.
Do we have to go the other way? Damn it.
I'm not against choosing this path. I just wonder what secrets it might be hiding.
Let me think about it.
Can I go back?
Huh. Looks like there's another path over here.
Did I just see a
Secrets he sought led the
shadow?
stray to discover another path forward, though it was overgrown with bristling thorns.
Damn it. Even walking.
It seemed to lead away from this place, but each time he tried to follow it, the branches of the tail sent him back to the start.
Huh. So the author managed to work this book into the story too. I'll hand it to her. This book is fascinating.
What's going on here?
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. In which case, the only hope of a cure would be to cut our ties for good.
What makes you think that?
Once upon a time, the Stray tore apart his own story and was forgotten by the world beyond the castle.
Yes.
He believed the story had cursed him, and that his misfortune had rubbed off upon the little dragon.
The story's curse.
Yep.
It was just a suspicion before, but now I think it's something we have to try.
Wait, what do you mean? Try what?
One of the story's branches is a path I can't take. If you follow it out of here, I won't be part of your story anymore. Considering what the strange magic in this book is capable of, making that choice could cut our connection once and for all. As long as there's a chance it might work, it's worth a try.
Nope.
He's not like me. He deserves for the world to remember him.
Yes.
Well, maybe Hat Guy has his reasons for thinking that way, but that's not the kind of decision I can make so easily.
We are not gonna let him be forgotten again. Nope. We go back. We go back.
The wind kept blowing, but the little dragon had not yet resolved to follow it. Before him lay a foggy path, and where it might lead he could not tell.
If we go this way, we'll be heading back to Mondstadt, just like we out of all the options.
He helped stop the who all just...
But you...
I'm just saying, choosing this
Huh.
I'm not against choosing this path.
Let me think about it.
Let's go. Continue.
I still think you should keep going, little dragon. If you leave the castle, you can accomplish something amazing and make a bunch of friends along the way.
Really? Then let's go!
Unable to preserve his story, the little dragon wandered astray. Fortunately for him, a certain prophetess had left behind a prophecy to guide him. The wind took the prophecy and swept it off into the distance, and so the little dragon was shown a path to wander. Following the wind's guidance, the little dragon made his escape. In turn, the prophetess affirmed the little dragon's choice, leaving an extra secret as her parting gift.
Now that you've made up your mind, I shall keep my promise by explaining Fate's little trick. Long, long ago, the gods of the high heavens gave the world outside the castle a magic of its own. They called it storytelling. It was a magic of almost unshakable power that governed how people met, grew close, and understood one another. Each person had a story meant for them and them alone, one whose ending was written in the heavens long ago. In truth, your story and the evil dragons are simply two versions of the same tale, and that is something the magic of storytelling cannot abide. Beyond the castle's walls, your story cannot take root, for the evil dragon's tale has done so already.
It's the thing where two of the same thing cannot coexist at the same time.
So, that was the secret?
Huh. You still don't get it? Simulanka Durin and Tevat Durin share a special kind of connection. Their fates are mirror images of one another. While they were in two separate worlds, there may have been some mutual influence, but their fates were independent. But when Simulanka Durin came to Tevat, a version of his fate already existed there. So, how can two fates exist at the same time? The answer is, they can't. The rules of this world don't allow it. You can't return a book you never checked out in the first place.
That goes back to the start.
So, what's Durin supposed to do?
Those mages seem to have come up with quite the ingenious solution. I'm here to make a return.
As I said, there's no record of Volume 5 of this series ever being checked out.
I think I know what's gonna happen, but because I've been spoiled.
Then just think of this as Volume 6. Based on what I know, the author was planning on publishing another volume anyway.
The catalog does have a slot reserved for Volume 6, so this is it?
Sure, let's go with that. All you need to know is, I'll be the one writing this series from now on.
You...
And that's the point of the whole quest. He's supposed to write his own story. He's taking the pen.
Remember the red tape I mentioned before? Well, I just took care of it. Now, I guess you'll be off to see your alchemist friend? It should be pretty obvious by now. He has the answers you're looking for.
Well, we do have a whole bunch of things to confirm with Albedo, that's for sure. But didn't Jean say he'd be gone for quite a while?
I'll join you. Just let me know when it's time to go.
Hat guy?
Don't sound so surprised. I'm part of this story too, aren't I? I'm just playing my role.
Well, yeah. But it's not that. I just feel like you want to help, but something's holding you back.
When I first realized you were being forgotten by the world, I thought it might be because you spent too much time with me. I even thought cutting our ties might be the only way to fix it.
Why would you think that?
It doesn't matter now. Judging from the answer this book has given us, I was probably overthinking it. Just as well, with the ley lines rejecting him like this, the people who still remember him are his only remaining connection to this place. If that last fragile tie was broken, who can say what devastation his unbound body might unleash? And to think I'm one of the people keeping you here, instrumental in helping change your fate. Can't say I saw it coming.
Well, if it's good enough for Hat Guy, it's good enough for me. After all, he is about as odd as humans get.
He's not really human.
Excuse me?
With some people, even if you try asking a simple question, they'll always give you a complicated answer. And the more you ask, the more complicated it gets. Truth is, Hat Guy's just that kind of guy.
Whatever. All I needed was a yes or no, so we can quit it with all the back and forth.
And that's the end of this part. Wrong button. Yes, it is the end.
I'm sticking around for the next few days. So, when it's time to go, you know where to find me.
Okay.
If you feel like stepping back into the story, just come find me.
All right. And that's day 4 done. I'll see you back tomorrow for the final day. Welcome to the final part of the Durin quest. We are at Dragonspine. The quest starts right there. I'm expecting this part to be a little longer because it's the final one. I assume there's going to be a cutscene at some point. But let's get started.
So this is the other Durin, huh? If this had been the dragon that ended up being revived in Mondstadt, there's no telling what kind of calamity that people would have had to endure.
That bro is massive.
So, if you think about it like that, Durin's actually a hero. No, I'm just a little envious, that's all. Not everyone gets a chance to be a hero.
Actually, most of the credit belongs to Albedo.
Then again, barely anyone even remembers you at this point. So I guess there's not much left to envy.
Ah, so you three still remember Durin. Looks like the memory loss hasn't spread to close friends. Yet.
Okay, so Albedo hasn't forgotten.
I guess that means my memory of you must still be complete as well.
Albedo.
You're finally here! Oh, boy, do we have a whole pile of questions for you!
Oh, you're here too?
I think I've pieced together some of what happened to him. But what's your take on things?
Master Jean filled me in on what happened, and I've got a few theories. But let's get on the same page first. Well, physically, he's doing fine. His body is holding the abyssal power at bay. And there's nothing whatsoever to indicate any risk of collapse.
Whenever there's one of those black screens, I'm not even going to try to read it out loud because it's impossible. They are way too fast, even for me to read normally.
So, from an alchemy point of view, there's nothing wrong with him?
The issue isn't so much that the abyssal power within him has gotten out of control. It's that the connection between his will and body is fading. If he ends up losing his conscious will, his body will fall back on its biological instincts. And that's when the abyssal power within it will take over.
It's not good.
This book mentioned a witches' gathering. It seems like quite a few of these witches got themselves involved in Durin's case. Which brings me to my theory. Bringing Fairy Tale Durin into this world to replace the Durin on Dragonspine means using one Durin's fate to overwrite the others. But the power of alchemy alone would not be enough to pull off such a feat. It would have required the combined use of Miss Barbeloff's astrology, my teacher's alchemy, and Aunt Alice's magic. After learning of Miss Barbeloff's prophecy, Durin and I finally came up with a way to settle the Dragonspine Durin problem for good. And I took care of the alchemy side of things, which, looking back on it, seems to have been a part of their plan all along.
Of course.
So now, there's only one thing missing. As for the fate theory our friend in the hat just mentioned...
Friend in the hat. Okay.
I still can't figure out how any kind of magic could possibly influence the fate of Tevat. But I'm certain that the answer lies within this book.
So, the reason Alice had us complete this book was to make that magic possible?
A form of magic powerful enough to rewrite fate itself.
Well, we've no time to lose. I just need to take a look at the book. The next part of the story most likely relates to me, so the memory that unlocks it must be connected to me too.
Huh?
The giant tree was home to a broken branch, the shape of its splintered arm aligning perfectly with the branch that had burst forth from the castle walls. Join yourself to that broken bough, for there you may take root at last, and henceforth bask in the sun and rain of the world beyond the castle. But first, fetch the stickiest clay and let it bind the scar of the break.
I see.
Guided by the breeze, the little dragon arrived at an alchemist's workshop. There he was greeted by a clay figure, a child molded by the Sage Witch's hands. Though gentle in appearance, he had inherited his mother's cold, sharp wisdom. And he was determined to avert the calamity the evil dragon would bring, and so was his helper, none other than the little dragon himself.
So now it just clicked in my head what we're doing, basically, because I watched a video on Ashika. Was it a video or was it a live stream? I don't remember. I think it was a video where she explained this is the part that I got spoiled on because I wanted to watch the video and I did skip a little bit of the video, but I still got the analogy. Basically, there's a way to grow like a certain type of apple tree. But if you want to grow that specific type of apple tree, you have to like grab a branch of it or something and then cut another tree and then like stitch the the branch that you want to grow into that tree so that it grows into the tree that you want. That's basically what we're doing, I think, where story Durin is going to like be put on top of evil Durin, and then that's the tree that's gonna grow. I think that's what's going on.
What is this place?
It looks like it's modeled after an alchemist's workshop. Or rather, a cliched stereotype of one.
Yeah.
Albedo?
Oh no. What did it turn into?
Hold on. Why do I look like this?
Oh, yeah! We forgot to tell you. Basically, the characters in the story are reflections of how Durin sees them.
Oh my god.
At least you're still human-shaped.
Oh my god, is he so small?
Well, since Cat Guy has taken on a different appearance too, that must mean the two of us are both characters in the story.
Cat guy. I'm screenshotting that.
But you, Paimon, and Durin haven't changed at all. You must be special figures in some way.
I'd like to know more about that too. But seeing as none of them can explain it, let's just concentrate on moving the plot forward.
And just like that, the
Ooh.
group stumbled upon a hidden passageway. Intricately crafted, it seemed to lead them towards another exciting chapter of the tale.
Why is it in black and white?
Come on, what are we waiting for? Next
Are we going back in time? Ooh.
But this was a chapter that had not yet been written.
Oh.
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
What? Then what's the point of having a path here? Sounds like a pretty bad habit for a writer.
I mean, it happens.
Over here. I found something.
Is this what unlocks his alternate skin?
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat.
Oh, that's like the one in the mountain. That's what was happening.
And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold.
Yep.
Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale.
Sounds like this chapter's about Albedo bringing me to life?
Yep.
If that really was the solution, though, this would have been over the minute I finished the transmutation. So why is Durin still being forgotten? There has to be some other reason.
Yeah, I'd like to explore the area a bit more.
We still have some ink.
Unless the little dragon kept moving, eventually he would be forgotten.
I mean, we're gonna be left with one ink.
The evil dragon's heart continued to beat, as if waiting for the little dragon to accept it as his own.
Looks like we have no choice but to get this done. Whatever happens next, Durin is going to need all of our help. Is everyone ready?
Can I check the other option? And can I look for something else? Oh. Hello.
There you are.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, it's Mini Durin again. What are you doing holed up in here?
I was worried I'd scare everyone off, so I've been hiding out here all this time.
You must be really nervous, huh?
I guess I am a little nervous, but I'm also excited.
That's exactly what he said before. In reality.
I'm gonna get to stop the evil dragon and even become a human. It's all thanks to that clay man. He's the one who talked me into it.
Mine is the clay man.
And once I'm a human, I'll be able to make loads of friends and do tons of important things.
You'll make lots of friends, that's for sure. And go on many unforgettable adventures.
I'm so glad to hear it. The only thing is, the clay man said becoming human isn't gonna be easy. So I'm feeling a little anxious too.
He's right about that. Even if you manage to become a human, there will always be tougher challenges on the road ahead.
Really?
But even so, your friends will be there to help you.
Oh? Then I'm not afraid.
Funny, isn't it? After talking to you, I'm not afraid anymore either. So, are you ready now?
Yep. I'm ready to become a human.
What the clay figure found was none other than the evil dragon's heart itself. Though the creature had perished long ago, its heart was still there, pulsing away and growing warmer with every beat. And the clay alchemist knew what it meant. That the evil dragon would return one day, just as the prophecy had foretold. Yet, guided by his mother's wisdom, he foresaw another fate. If only the alchemist could bestow this heart upon the little dragon, he might be reborn in the evil dragon's stead. Only then would the evil dragon's heart grow still, and the little one inherit its tale. At last, the little dragon accepted the evil dragon's heart, and a new life came into being. The evil dragon's heart beat in his chest, and the little dragon's soul guided him forward. Thus did the prophecy hold true, even as fate had been rewritten, and so was the little dragon born anew.
I didn't actually want to progress. I didn't know talking to Mini Durin would do it. I wanted to check the other option of destroying the heart.
Finally, a happy ending! That must be the last step, right? Woohoo! We completed the story!
I don't think we're done yet. Yeah.
Born anew, the little dragon set off once more, his story far from over.
Huh? So, that wasn't the end?
What comes next might be the most crucial part of all. The real last step.
If fate really is as devious as they say, then I say, show us what you've got.
Wow! You're all so serious all of a sudden.
Monka W.
Durin, are you alright?
The evil dragon's heart was now one with the little dragon, yet the dark power within it still lingered. Would the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
Hold back.
Hey, what kind of question is that? Of course he's gonna control it. What choice does he have?
Time is running out. So, will the little dragon dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
What's up with the narrator?
The ink is running out, is what's happening. Durin, you gotta take it over.
Would he dare to hold this power back, or would he simply give in?
What do you mean? Oh.
Ahead of them was a storyless void, and they could go no further.
I don't have to.
The little dragon and his companions blank. Blank again.
Huh? What's going on? Are we running out of ink?
Yes.
Once the ink runs out, is that the end of the story?
I had a feeling this would happen.
What's happening to the others?
Now that the story's ink was spent, all that lay ahead were blank pages.
She's finally calling.
Hello, children. If If you're hearing this recording, it's because you've reached a certain ending.
Maybe do it again.
You may have noticed that little Durin's experiences have been written into the pages of this book. Well, you should know that in the same way, its ending will also be written onto him. So be careful, because triggering a bad ending could be somewhat problematic. Let me guess, you're upset that I didn't warn you earlier? Don't worry though, I've thought it all through. I built a very special feature into this book, just for you, the witnesses of this tale. So, go ahead, see if you can turn back the pages. If you're not happy with the ending you've reached, just flip back a few pages and let the tale unfold once more. Pretty incredible, huh? That's the power of magic.
I don't even know where I would have spent less ink.
Would he dare to hold this power map? Or would he simply give in?
I will not give in. What would this do?
Returning to the castle. I just never thought crossing over into a new world would create so much trouble. All I wanted was to make some friends. I'm starting to think I kind of miss being in Simulanka.
You might look back on it with fondness, but if I were you, I wouldn't miss it.
Why?
Sometimes, moving on with your life comes at a cost. But that's better than going nowhere at all.
You don't have to worry, Durin. No matter what problem you face, there will always be a solution.
Okay. Sometimes I wish I could just go back and see it again.
As the little dragon slipped back inside the castle's walls, the clamor of the outside world fell away. There was no danger here, no problems for the little dragon to resolve. As soon as his mother finished her story, it was time for the child to drift off into the world of dreams. And so the story ended, with the little dragon fast asleep in his castle, just like he had never even hatched.
What's going on? I feel so weak.
Hey, what's happening? Durin, wake up! But this can't be how it ends. Durin promised to bring back everyone's memories. There's no way he'd accept an ending like this.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending.
At least I swear to God.
You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
It's gonna make us do that one black and white ending anyways. We just have to go through all of them. I bet.
Would he dare to?
So do we have to fight him?
The little dragon was at an impasse, and the dark power within him surged like a tide. Unchecked, the darkness engulfed everything around it, including the little dragon's soul. The little dragon's story faded into nothingness, and in the world beyond the castle, only the evil dragon's tale endured.
Is this me?
He's back to being a bad dragon.
And so the story ended, with the little dragon fading from sight, leaving nothing but the evil dragon's shadow in his place.
I'm so tempted to literally just cut the whole thing out of the quest.
Looks like you've discovered another possible ending. Do not lose hope. You just need to keep searching, for there are possibilities that only you can bring to life.
There are no other options.
What's going on here? Why isn't the story letting
There
Durin
it is.
suppress the abyssal power? It keeps getting stuck.
It seems the act of suppressing the power counts as an event in the story. In other words, we would need ink to write it in.
So, what now? Did we use too much earlier? How are we supposed to write a happy ending with only this much left? But...
Well, this is Durin's story. As long as he's alive and well, why should it end?
If there really is such a direct correlation between the story and his fate, I may have a potential hypothesis. Durin was, and still is in essence, a storybook character, written into being by M. From the moment he was born, he has always dwelt within her story. And I suspect it has remained the case, even after his arrival in Tevat. Reviving Durin in the evil dragon's place was an act of grafting this Durin story onto the latter's fate. In essence, that is how his fate was rewritten.
I think that's the word that Ashika used, grafting. I don't speak English. It's not my native language. It's like, yeah. I didn't know what that word meant until she explained in the video.
But there is a fundamental difference between a being's story and its fate. As Miss Barbeloth reminded us, the fate of every living being in Tevat has been woven into the fabric of time. Its most natural path, therefore, is to proceed along its given track. But Durin's story, on the other hand, as Durin's connection to this world wore thin, not only have people started to forget him, he started to lose control of the abyssal power within. In other words, his story can't continue, because the author's ink is drying up. That's what it seems like to me.
It would seem the little dragon had made a group of fine friends indeed.
Save it. The question is, are you here to help him, or stand in his way?
This is as far as the story can go. What path will you choose?
I suppose the final decision is up to me. It's hard to believe I never actually left my mother's story. If that's true, I'd like to go there and see for myself.
By there, I take it you mean the blank pages of the unwritten chapter ahead?
Yes.
But we still don't even know how Alice's magic works. If Durin belongs inside the story, then going outside of it to some unwritten part, isn't that too risky?
Well, he's gonna be writing it himself.
I'm not afraid.
I second that. It would seem this is one answer you need to go seize for yourself.
So be it. Whatever obstacles stand in your way, we'll tear them down together.
Anything that's invisible. It was as if the little dragon was staring at the uncloudable all of a sudden it began to fracture, as if struck by some transcendent will, and all of a sudden
Gotta keep going.
ahead lies only a storyless void.
My consciousness is slipping away.
Keep going, Durin. A pure soul is your essence, not an empty void.
I feel so weak.
Stand tall, Durin. You are not some amorphous idea. The body I made for you is flesh and bone.
Am I truly alive?
Yes, Durin, but you must keep going. You're as alive and real as I am.
I can't feel a connection.
You're not alone in this world, Durin. At the very least, you have me.
I can't remember anything.
Let me talk.
Who am I?
Your name is Durin, and there are many who still remember it.
My name is Durin.
You're taking too long.
I'm just gonna do it.
Run! In this world,
Oh, it's broken.
fate waits for no one.
Does that show?
Wait!
It does.
Where am I meant to go? What am I supposed to do?
Go make your wish come true, Durin.
My wish?
So I have shaders installed. So I can do funny stuff like look at polygons so I can inspect how they 3D model characters. And I like to sometimes look for a reference, like to see, okay, that's how much detail they are actually putting. This also shows some of the tech they are using to make the edges of the characters look sharper. Basically, they are higher poly than the part that's actually facing the camera. And that saves resources. That's one of the updates they did when they released that last area of leeway between leeway and Fontaine.
Your story's not over yet.
That's also why the colors of my game look slightly different than default, as you can slightly notice. Here you can probably notice well.
Silence, huh? Have you nothing to say about my proposal?
Let me get this straight. You want to graft your story onto this unfinished thread of fate, and in doing so, not only rewrite that fate, but allow the story to live on.
Quite the brilliant idea. Still, the story's survival depends entirely on whether the author keeps writing.
Exactly. And the moment foretold by the prophecy is still centuries away.
I see. I thought my own ignorance might be the problem. That I'd asked more of the noble science of alchemy than it could ever deliver. Or that I had failed to discern the heavenly signs and grasp the secret truth underlying the prophecy. Little did I imagine that time itself would prove to be the greatest hurdle of all.
Well, my friend, this has been a most intriguing experiment. And from an academic perspective, at least, I don't think it was a bad proposal.
Okay, they now have the actual names. And she is Reindar as I expected, because that looks like her stuff from the God's Limits trailer.
Someday, the prophecy will come to pass. So remember, my friend, much like the stars themselves, there will always be something that transcends the test of time.
Thank you, everyone. You've helped me so much already. But, Alice, I still have one final favor to ask of you. Will you lend me your magic one last time, just enough for me to keep his story alive until the prophecy is fulfilled?
You mean you want me to extend your lifespan?
No, not in that sense. As Reindaughter once told me, the laws governing life and death are among the most unyielding in this world. I'm well aware of that.
And wherever Reindaughter went, now she has that power. She fused with the freaking shade of life.
Whether it lasts a day or an age, the span of one's life is determined by fate alone. If I tried to breach that law by force, I'm afraid I would lose what makes me human. This is not a path I want to go down. If I am to die, then I shall die a human.
So, what is it that you want me to do?
I would like you to send this pen of mine into the future.
Ooh.
I see. Then perhaps there really is a way I can help.
Huh.
I could create a kind of story magic to take over the writing once you're gone.
Okay.
Oh, but for it to work, you would need to provide enough of your own words for it to learn from.
She's AI training. It's literally AI training.
How much?
Oh, an immense amount. So much, in fact, that you would have to spend the rest of your life writing. And even then, I'm sorry to say, it would not last forever.
Do you need VRAM, RAM, SSD storage as well?
No matter how much you write, there is a limit to the number of words you can leave behind. But the world itself will never stop changing. Someday, perhaps, even your entire corpus will not be enough for the magic to continue describing this world. And when that happens, the story will end.
I already know the title of this video. It's gonna be great.
Still, it's worth a try.
Oh, my dear Anya. Even after all this time, you're still... Look at you. You should be enjoying your old age in peace and quiet, especially now that things are finally returning to normal after that terrible calamity.
Wow. Well, now they just give us a timeline.
Once he leaves Simulanka, things will only get more complicated. If his story is to continue, there needs to be more material for the magic to draw upon.
Jesus.
I'll just have to skip over some of the less important details.
Anya, why do you insist on sending him out of the storybook world? Why must he face his fate in Teyvat? Why not just let him remain within the story? With my magic, even fate's curse could be undone and he could live happily ever after.
I suppose. In fairy tales, all it takes is a heartfelt wish. And even a wooden puppet can turn himself into a real boy and live happily ever after.
Is this the same voice at the start of the God's Limits trailer of that old lady? I'll have to check it after I'm done with the video. Now I'm suspicious.
That's just how fairy tales end, isn't it? But have you ever wondered what happens to the main character after the ever after? Tell me, Alice, in your eyes, what would be a writer's greatest regret?
We're going back to that question.
To leave a story without an ending.
Not a bad answer. It's true, many writers come to consider that their greatest regret. But I see things differently.
Oh.
My greatest regret is that every story I write has to come to an end in the first place.
Ah. She wants a story that always continues.
Anya.
No matter how brilliantly a character shines, the moment their story ends, their potential is lost forever. For them, the story itself becomes an inescapable fate. But what if, instead, I could place my pen in their hand and let them continue the story themselves?
You mean...
You said it yourself. I can only leave so many words behind. Even with your magic, the idea that I could keep the story going until the prophecy comes to pass is wishful thinking at best. But I found a way to use your magic to transform some of my finished stories into a special kind of ink. This ink is a magical medium he can use to complete the story the way he wants to. For what is storytelling but another kind of magic? And if he can experience the whole tale himself while leaving behind his own wishes and aspirations, even once he reaches the chapter where I stopped, he'll still be able to carry the story forward on his own. And so, by leaving him this ink, I can entrust him with the responsibility of writing his own story.
A character with the power to write their own story.
That way, he'll finally be free from the cage that is my pen. And like anyone else living in the real world, he can go on to create a life of his own.
And you no longer need to worry about the constraints of my magic. What a brilliant idea, Anya! But there are still risks.
He needs to be able to do it.
First of all, once he arrives in Teyvat, he'll have to rely entirely on the story you left him to maintain his connection to that world. As you gradually hand over creative control, that connection will grow weaker, and at some point, he might lose it altogether.
But at the same time, he'll also have the chance to forge that connection for himself.
The issue is, method taps into too many of Tevet's core secrets. Any overt hints you try to leave will be erased in no time. In fact, it'd be hard for you to leave anything at all to guide them.
We still have the story itself, though. I can use that to show them the way.
It's entirely possible he burns through all your ink, never reaches the chapter you had in mind, and gets stuck, roaming the chapters of his past. But despite all that,
I still believe in what this child can become. His hopes and wishes can be his ink, so he won't be trapped by mine running dry.
Oh, what the writer you are, Anya. Your imagination never ceases to amaze. And you do know how much I love a happy ending. You shall have my help, my dear.
Thank you, my friend. Well then, my child, do you understand what you must do?
Bro's been dead the whole time.
Yes, I think I do. It's my turn to keep this story alive.
Then what's holding you back?
What will become of you after I take up this pen?
Not the sad music.
I will fade away. There will no longer be a reason for me to go on existing. My child, or your mother, I should say, passed away long ago. The voice you're hearing is nothing but a magical echo that has now fulfilled its purpose. You needn't feel so reluctant to let me go.
I know my mother died long ago. It's just, when you lose your mom too soon, it's hard to tear yourself away from the stories she used to read. I guess it's a silly way of pretending she's still here, by your side.
Durin.
But after coming to this world and traveling it with my friends, facing all kinds of enemies together, I suddenly realized I couldn't just sit around listening to my mother's stories because I'd found a new purpose in life. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. With all my new friends waiting, it's time I finally set aside my mother's storybook. I'm ready to grow up now, Mom.
Then take this. A gift I should have given you a long time ago. You've witnessed this story from the very beginning. Made your wishes, offered your blessings, and even wrote your choices into its pages. From here on out, this pen is yours. Now I ask of you, the other pillar of this story, as both its reader and its witness, will you turn the page so the next chapter can begin?
Let's go.
Suddenly, and without warning, the powers of darkness struck. The question was, could the little dragon prevail? Alas, it was here that the story witch's tale had to end.
But Durin's tale, on the other hand, had only just begun. Stepping into his mother's memories, he picked up her pen. And so the story that was ending began anew. He had made up his mind to challenge the fate that barred the way ahead.
Looks like this is the final step.
A chance to strike back at fate? Now that's not something that comes knocking every day.
We're actually battling.
No, that fate no longer defines me. In the end, only my story shall endure.
Need to save that shot. Come on, come at me.
Devouring claw! Stop that! You stay away from me!
No dodging this one. Here, I'll help lift you up.
Okay. I'm here.
Stay. Only my story shall endure.
Oh, I see. Oh god.
Stay back.
I used the wrong.
New life. No, not yet.
Ow.
Devouring claw.
Looks like there's nowhere to hide. Here, I'll cover for you.
What the heck? I went through the shield.
Leave it. This time, the light prevails. Thank you, Mom. And so it was that Durin defeated the darkness and rewrote his fate. But his story is far from over. Is everyone okay?
We're fine, thanks. And hey, we all saw how you fought back there. That was awesome!
Oh, he got the new outfit.
I have to admit,
Yeah.
I do feel like something in me has changed. I owe you all so much. Without your help, I don't know if I could have ever made it this far.
Just a shame I could only help out from the sidelines. Like I said before, it's not every day that you get to put fate in its place.
Bro just wanted to throw some punches.
Well, I'm sure you'll hear it someday.
Hear what?
The chance to strike back at fate knocking at your door.
He's not gonna have a narrator.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Allow me to just check one thing. Yes. The abyssal power within you has stabilized again. And those strange symptoms you were experiencing seem to have completely disappeared.
Oh, thank goodness!
I wonder what it means, though. Aside from the principles of alchemy, what other law of this world governs his being?
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, it all turned out fine, so just leave it at that. Now that this one's out of danger, it's time for me to get out of here.
You're leaving so soon? What, don't humans usually throw a party after something like this?
You think bro cares about parties?
A party? Do I look like that kind of guy? Anyway, come find me again next time you're in trouble. That's what friends are for, right?
In a way, though, he is right. This is Durin's moment to celebrate, not the time for academic discussions.
Hey, I don't blame you for asking. And honestly, I'd be perfectly happy to talk about it. It's just, I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's all right. I'm sure we'll get a chance at some point. After all, your story's only just begun. All right then. Traveler and Paimon, we'll part ways here. Given the extraordinary nature of the things we witnessed today, I need to make sure it's all recorded properly.
Okay, see ya! So, it's party time next? Huh?
Oh god. Oh. Alice is calling. Finally.
Congratulations on completing your mission. Now then, as per our agreement, it's about time you returned that book.
She must have known the moment we finished! Just like she said she would!
I've heard dressing appropriately is a must for socializing.
I'm not that well dressed. I'm just cold. Okay, we're going back there. Oh.
Oh, my writer and witness. It's been quite the journey, hasn't it?
You had special plans for the Traveler from the start, didn't you?
But of course, that goes without saying. For a story to live on, it needs both a writer and a reader. Only then can my magic take effect. I chose the Traveler as the witness because of the special nature of who she is.
I see you there, Venti.
It's not easy finding someone with that kind of background, you know. For a moment, I even considered taking the role myself.
At least it made for an interesting story, right?
Huh? What are you doing here, tone-deaf bard?
With the Hexenzirkel carrying out such a risky experiment in Mondstadt, it didn't cross your minds that the Animo Archon might be slightly curious?
Sorry for the trouble, Lord Barbados.
Think nothing of it. I dare say the Animo Archon quite enjoyed coming along for the ride. Now then, as agreed, let us see the fruits of your labor.
Here, please take a look.
Well. Somehow, despite all my careful planning, it still turned out to be full of surprises. It never even crossed my mind that Rhindotter's child would be capable of handling that kind of alchemy in her stead. When he asked for help with the materials, oh my, I nearly couldn't believe it.
Yep.
If only the others were here too, we could all celebrate together.
And now they pop in.
I'm right here, you know. The only one who hasn't responded is the one busy stuffing her face over there.
Is that you, Barbie? A little late to the party, don't you think?
Come here, child. Let me take a closer look at you.
All right, Aunt Seer Witch. Here I am.
Just as I thought. This child's fate does not appear among the stars. Anya has accomplished what almost no one before her could.
What does that mean?
Interesting.
Child, all you need to know is that you're very lucky indeed.
Oh.
So is he completely detached from Erminsul or something?
Just like how she was in the story, huh?
Tell me, little Durin, what will you do next? I, for one, cannot wait to see how your story unfolds.
Well, there's so much I want to do. I'm not even sure where to begin.
How about settling your most recent regret?
Okay.
Not so fast, Tone Deaf Bard.
He's gonna jump off.
What exactly did you just
Don't
tell Tony
jump!
to do?
To make a long overdue wish come true.
Thank you once again, Alice.
How much time do you have left?
I believe these should be my final moments. Just enough time to say goodbye to my dearest friend.
This feels like having to say our final goodbyes all over again. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I don't know how to respond to that. Strange. You were always such a cheerful figure in my stories. I even dubbed you the Merry Witch, you know.
Oh, please. You know full well it was your stories that first taught me what true pain and sadness felt like.
Damn.
Aside from saying goodbye to me, shouldn't you also leave a few words for the child? Since the book will be his to continue, why don't you write him a little parting note?
There's no need. His mother already did that long, long ago. All that remains is for me to convey it on her behalf. My child, these may be the last words I get to leave you. I've always thought of the characters in my stories as my children, loving each one of them, just like a mother would. But you are the most extraordinary of them all. You alone can defy the fate of this world and write the perfect ending to my story. You alone shall leave these pages for a future I will not see. Still I say to you, fly, my sweet child. Just like a forest breeze yearns for the open sky, head into the unknown and seek an adventure to call your own. If you meet a dragon bright as 1,000 jewels, dance through the air together. You are not alone, for this world has accepted your place in it. Do not lose heart. You still have many wishes left to fulfill. A long tale awaits you, my love. Let songs and flowers be the ink that fills its pages. Take my pen and use it to continue your story.
We did it. Also, why can't he actually use his wings for gliding? Come on, Hoyo.
There you go! Your very own copy of the book. We wouldn't want one of the story's key witnesses to leave empty-handed now, would we? Of course, this copy isn't magical in the same way, but rest assured, all the twists and turns are still there.
Thank you.
And so they flew together, Durin and Dvalin, over the skies of Mondstadt.
That was his wish. Okay, got it.
Who'd have thought such words could ever have described a happy ending, huh?
All right, and that is the quest done. My final thoughts. I still don't like the idea of splitting the quest into multiple days. And I feel like 30 to 40% of the quest could have been condensed down a little. Because the first few days were a bit in my opinion. The whole quest in general does not rank up as high as some of the others. But still a good quest, of course. Like, I don't think there's any quest that I actually disliked. Other than that one Dane quest in Sumeru, where they literally didn't even show him fighting the Abyss sibling. Like, they literally just skipped it completely. That one pissed me off. But we still got a lot of lore out of it, and that's what I like. Anyways, the next Genshin video should be the Lunaphore Archon quest. I don't know if I will record it as soon as it comes out.
Come to an end.
It'll depend. If I'm still slightly sick, I kind of want to record it when I'm actually like 100%. But we'll see, because I also don't want to get spoiled, and I know Genshin likes to release the cutscenes at some point shortly after. And I don't want to be spoiled by even the thumbnail. So we'll see what I can do. Anyways, I am Erito. Leave a like and a subscribe if you want to continue seeing these videos. And I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.